Mr. Lalonde. Any questions? All those in favor? Against? Carried. 7.1.2 Zoning Bylaw Amendment. Application Claude, file Z-07-2023. Monsieur Rivet.
Oui, bonsoir, Monsieur le maire, membre du conseil. Donc, c'est une présentation pour première et deuxième lecture. Department Report number zoning-07-2023. Proposed zoning bylaw amendment related to a surplus dwelling severance, 3098 Richance Road. The proposed zoning amendment is to rezone the retained lands from agricultural to agricultural exception 37 to prohibit residential use and recognize reduced lot frontage and area. Proposed zoning amendment is also to rezone the retained property to a zoning 8-33 exception that would prohibit agricultural uses. The surplus dwelling is compliant with all other provisions of the zoning bylaw. Obtaining a zoning amendment was a condition of consent, application B-60-2022, referred to as a dwelling surplus to a farming operation. In terms of provincial policy statement 2020, provincial policy permits lot creation as a result of surplus dwellings. This application is in accordance with those policies. The retained lands contain the agricultural. The farm uses will be consolidated with a farm at 2600 Richance Road. Newly created residential lot has been limited to the minimum size required by the zoning bylaw. United Counties of Prescott and Russell's official plan have similar policies and also recognize the permission for surplus residential consents. And again, the residential lot has been limited in size for the dwelling, and the farm is being consolidated with 2600 Richance Road. In terms of the Township of Champlain zoning bylaw, the detached dwelling, it will be on a lot rendered surplus as part of the farm consolidation, which is a permitted use in the agricultural zone. The lot has been kept to the minimum size for the dwelling. The use of the severed lot will remain. A lot is identified for detached dwelling, and the other provisions of the zoning bylaw are met. The specific exceptions for the retained lands will be to reduce the lot area to 24 hectares as well as the lot frontage to 50 meters. All the other provisions are being met. In terms of public notification, the public was notified of the application and a mail-out was provided, and a statutory public meeting was held this evening. Comments were received from the chief building official, which have been included as an appendix to the report. No concerns have been identified. The staff's recommendation is that council proceed with giving bylaw 2023-69 first and second reading. The planning department has reviewed this file and is of the opinion that the proposed zoning amendment is consistent with the provincial policy statement, the UCPR OP, and meets the intent of the zoning bylaw. As such, the approval of the zoning bylaw amendment is recommended as provided in bylaw 2023-69.
Thank you, Mr. Rivet. Be it resolved that the Planning and Development Report Z-07-2023 regarding a proposed zoning amendment on part of Plan M100, Lot 134, municipality known as 3098 Richance Road in the former Township of Longueuil, now in the Township of Champlain, be received, and be it further resolved that planning bylaw number 2023-69 be brought forward for the first and second reading. I'll need a mover and seconder. Madame Clement, seconded by Mr. Barton. Any questions? All those in favor? Against? Carried. 7.1.3, Report PED-2023-11, Consultation and Information Material Bylaws. Monsieur Rivet.
So this is report number PED-23-11. We're referring to this as Consultation and Information and Materials Bylaw. I'll provide a little bit of background to explain why these bylaws are being brought forward. On April 2022, the province's Bill 109 received royal assent, providing legislative direction to implement the More Homes for Everyone Act. At a high level, there are 3 deadlines to implement the Bill 109. Due July 1st was a mandated delegation of site plan control approvals to staff. As council might remember, this had been brought forward, and the clerk had been identified as the delegated authority for site plan controls. January 1st, 2023, date subsequently changed to July 1st, 2023. The province mandated refunding of fees for site plan control and zoning bylaw amendment applications that did not meet the mandated approval timelines. New timelines were provided in this bill for site plan control and zoning bylaw amendment applications. Site plan control has a requirement of issuing for site plan control now has a requirement of issuing an approval within 60 days of receiving the application. In addition, the township must make a decision within 90 days for a zoning bylaw amendment application. Other aspects that went into effect after third reading were appeal rights for clients, pre-consultation requirements, and other aspects that do not have specific deadlines to implement, such as ministerial zoning orders and other elements which are not part of this report. The new provincially mandated application review timelines have the following refund implications. Refunds would be issued for site plan control if approval has not been given within the required timelines. No refund is approved within 60 days. 50% refund if approved within 60 to 90 days, 75% refund if approved within 91 to 120 days, and 100% refund if approved greater than 120 days. Refunds would be issued for zoning amendment applications if a decision is not made within 90 days or 120 days if the zoning bylaw is concurrent with an official plan amendment, 50% within 90 to 150 days, or 121 to 180 days if concurrent with an OPA, 75% within 151 to 210 days, and so on, and 100% if decisions are made after 210 days. Bill 109 was imposed by the province to get more homes built faster. The proposed consultation bylaw information materials for planning applications are proposed to adjust the internal process to meet the new provincial timeline requirements, and as such, as much as possible, prevent the refunds imposed by the province. A proposed multi-tiered consultation process, one that is similarly being implemented by many other municipalities, would consist of 3 phases. For each consultation phase, a fee or potentially a retainer for peer reviews would be charged in accordance with the fee bylaw. The intent of phase 1 is for the applicant to present their idea and for the township to provide a high-level feedback on official plan or PPS consistency. Applicants would submit information and proposals and have the opportunity to participate in consultation with staff and receive formal staff comments with preliminary list of studies. The applicants would then would be able to advance their project to the next phase. This is very similar to what we have right now in terms of pre-consultation, however, is now being kind of built into this multi-tiered approval process. In terms of phase 2, the intent for phase 2 is those files that would be required to go to phase 2 would have a more refined proposal following phase 1. And in the case the applicant would be required to complete a phase 2 consultation step, this would be to identify the changes to their proposal and obtain further township feedback. The applicant would then submit draft studies that were identified as part of the initial phase, and this could be also by virtual pre-consultation meeting. The intent of the third phase is for the applicant to provide a complete list of studies and plans as determined by the previous phases. The township would then review these studies against applicable policies and principles to ensure that the application would be complete and consistent with one another. This would then permit the applicant to go to what we call an official review. It's proposed that any significant changes would possibly trigger some additional phases, but the idea is that the development progresses through the phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. And at the phase 3, the applicant would then be in a position to file a complete file. The intent of this is that the clock, as we call it, so the review timeline would only start at official review. So this then permits the municipality to meet the legislative timelines for approvals. As indicated, the fee bylaw has been slightly adjusted for this, and the fee bylaw has been adjusted, and language from the Planning Act has been added to these procedures. In terms of legal implications, the Planning Act, in terms of Section 34 and 41, provides the authority to a municipality to specify the information and material that is required to provide a municipality before an application for development is submitted in order for us to deem the file complete. Should an applicant not be in agreement, they have the opportunity to file a motion for direction to the Interior Land Tribunal to determine whether or not the list of information and material is reasonable. In terms of financial implications, there are implications with the recommendations, which is why we're basically proposing to implement Bill 109. So the indirect implications relate to the provincially imposed requirements to refund zoning or site plan fees if the timelines are not met, and this is effective as of June 1st, 2023. Without researching all of the development files, the department believes that it will need to decrease its review timelines, or the township will be required to refund application fees. The proposed bylaw sets the stage for the township not to have to issue these refunds. Additional resources might be required to accommodate internal process changes to streamline the review of zoning amendments and site plan control development applications. However, the multi-tiered approach should make zoning bylaw amendments and site plan control approvals more manageable. And then the options for Council's consideration is to proceed to adopt bylaws 2023-70 and 2023-71, refer it back to staff with amendments, or refuse to support these bylaws. And that's the presentation.
Merci, M. Rivet. Donc, on a des options 1, 2, 3, 4. La recommandation est de prendre option 1. Council can proceed to adopt bylaw number 2023-70 and bylaw number 2023-71. C'est ça que vous nous recommandez, M. Rivet?
Oui, M. le maire, donc je vous recommande de passer ces bylaws-là. Ça va aider le département au niveau des procédures, puis s'assurer qu'on rencontre le timeline qu'on a dans la loi maintenant.
Okay. Is council in favor in regards to passing bylaws number 2023 I'll read the resolution. It's a long one if you want me to read it. Whereas Section 22, 34, 41, and 51 of the Planning Act RSO 1990 as amended allow municipalities to pass bylaws to require applicants to consult with the municipality prior to submissions of planning applications. And whereas Section 22, 34, and 51 of the Planning Act RSO as amended, authorizes council to review completeness of the planning application. And whereas the council of the corporation of the Township of Champlain deems it necessary to require consultation with owners and or applicants submitting planning applications. And whereas the council of the corporation of the Township of Champlain has deemed it expedient to delegate certain duties of the Planning Act RSO 1990 as amended relating to completeness of planning applications. And whereas not updating its consultation process and required information and materials could result in the township having to reimburse planning fees. Be it resolved that Council of the Township of Champlain adopts consultation bylaw number 2023-70 and the information and materials of planning applications bylaw number 2023-71 attached to the current report PED-2023-11. Be it further resolved that bylaw number 2023-70 and 2023-71 be brought forward for adoption. I'll need a mover and a seconder. Moved by. Proposé par M. Lalonde, seconded by M. Minor. All those in favor? Against? Oh, j'avais des questions. Did you have any questions? Anybody had questions before? All those in favor? Against? Carried. Merci, M. Rivet. Je pense que votre soirée vient de prendre sa fin pour votre département. Donc, bon retour et merci de votre présence. 7.2, Adoption of Planning Bylaws. 7.2.1, Bylaw number 2023-68, to assume and dedicate roads in La Seigneurie subdivision in regards to Phase 1 and Phase 2. There are one attachment in the agenda. Be it resolved that 3 readings and final passage be granted bylaw number 2023-68, being a bylaw to authorize the Township of Champlain to assume, confirm assumption, and designate roads as public highways from La Seigneurie subdivision. Mover and seconder, Madame Bigelow, seconded by Monsieur Minor. Any questions? All those in favor? Against? Carried. 7.2.2, bylaw number 2023-69, to amend the zoning bylaw 2000-75 in reference to Code File Z-07-2023. There's also an attachment in regards to this item. Be it resolved that 2 readings be granted bylaw number 2023-68, being a bylaw to amend the zoning bylaw 2000-75 for Code File Z-07-2023. Mover and seconder, Madame Clément, seconded by Monsieur Lalonde. Any questions? Read the first time, all those in favor. Read the second time, all those in favor. Read the third time, all those in favor. Carried.
No, 2 readings.
Huh? Oh, 2 readings, sorry. 2 readings. Go back on 1. 7.2.3, bylaw number 2023-70, planning consultation bylaw. Be it resolved that 3 readings and final passage be granted bylaw number 2023-70, being a bylaw of the Township of Champlain regarding consultation on the development applications. Mover and seconder. Mr. Barton, appuyé de M. Lalonde. Read the first time, all those in favor. Read the second time, all those in favor. Read the third time, all those in favor. Carried. Item number 7.2.4, bylaw number 2023-71, information and materials for planning applications. Again, there's an attachment in regards to the following item. Be it resolved that the 3 readings and final passage be granted bylaw number 2023-71, being a bylaw of the Township of Champlain respecting information and materials required for certain planning applications. Proposeur appuyeur. Mr. Minor, seconded by Madame Bigelow. Questions? Read the first time, all those in favor. Read the second time, all those in favor. Read the third time, all those in favor. Carried. Administration 7.3.1, Administration Report CLK-2023-09, lease with the Higginson Tower Committee. We have 2 attachments in regards to what is proposed. Be it resolved that Administration Report number CLK-2023-09, dated November 23, 2023, regarding a lease with the Higginson Tower Committee for the Higginson Tower be received, and that bylaw number 2023-75, authorizing a 5-year lease agreement, be brought forward for adoption. I'll need a mover and a seconder to bring forward. Mr. Minor, seconded by Madame Bigelow. Any questions? Question?
Oui, faut pas.
À ce moment présent. We have quorum. All those in favor? Against? Carried. (7.3.2) Administration Report ADM-2023-07, Recruitment Agency for the Senior Planner Position. On a un attachement. Monsieur Tessier, voulez-vous élaborer un peu?
Oui. Bonsoir à tous. Essentiellement, vous avez tous lu le rapport, excusez. Puisque le Conseil ne se réunira pas avant la fin janvier, la prochaine fois, ce qui laisse 2 autres mois et pratiquement un 3e mois avant qu'on trouve peut-être un senior planner. Ma recommandation au conseil, c'est que la firme qu'on utilise présentement font un bon travail, il n'y a aucun doute, mais ça nous coûte entre 15 et 20 000 $ par mois. Donc, plus longtemps qu'on attend avant d'avoir cette position-là de remplie, de plus en plus, ça va monter la facture puis ça va nous coûter de plus en plus cher. Donc, ce que je recommande au conseil ce soir, c'est de me donner l'autorisation de dévier de la procurement policy pour signer un contrat avec Gallagher, autrement dit. Et essentiellement, les deux firmes recrutent à la grandeur du Canada, même en Amérique du Nord. Et les deux firmes ont essentiellement les mêmes conditions, sauf au niveau des garanties. Il y a une firme que c'est 6 mois, l'autre c'est 1 an. C'est à peu près les seules petites distinctions. Donc, en gros, c'est ça. La seule chose, c'est que on va essayer de recruter encore une dernière fois sur différentes plateformes avant que je signe. Mais je veux avoir l'autorité du conseil pour pouvoir signer si on ne trouve pas de senior planner, de candidat là, pour le poste. C'est tout.
Merci, M. Tessier. M. Miner.
Merci, M. le maire. Justement, dans les recommandations, tu parles de l'annoncer une dernière fois, ainsi de suite. On voit assez souvent, dernièrement, des offres d'emploi avec une offre en même temps d'un boni à la signature. Sachant qu'il va y avoir un coût tout de même assez important si on va à une de ces deux firmes-là, est-ce qu'on pourrait mettre une carotte au bout de la corde puis mettre un boni?
Essentiellement, oui, il faudrait que j'ai l'autorisation du conseil sur ça. Je n'ai pas l'autorité de mettre des bonnets à signature dans mon cas, là. Puis, ça ferait peut-être partie de notre stratégie de recrutement, puis ça, je garderais ça plus en huis clos, là. Si on irait à ça, là. C'est une négociation de contrat d'employé. Fait que quand que la firme me présentera les candidats ou autres, peut-être qu'on pourra en discuter, là. Est-ce que le but était d'éviter la firme ou? Ah, je crois pas qu'on va être capable de s'en passer, d'éviter la firme. Parce que honnêtement, qu'est-ce qu'on fait, les annonces au niveau du canton de Champlain, puis c'est comme ça pour toutes les municipalités puis l'ensemble des entreprises. C'est du recrutement passif qu'on appelle. C'est des annonces, puis on espère que quelqu'un va le lire puis qu'il va être intéressé par nous. Un headhunter va faire le tour des municipalités alentour, naturellement. Avec leur réseau, ils connaissent beaucoup d'autres municipalités. Ils vont aller tâter le terrain, comme on pourrait dire, chez d'autres municipalités, des firmes aussi, en urbanisme, etc. Donc, c'est ça qu'ils viennent porter comme un atout. Et même un boni à signature, même si on mettait ça, je crois pas qu'on va avoir plus de candidats. La dernière fois, comme mentionné dans mon rapport, j'ai eu une personne qui a appliqué. Puis c'était pas nécessairement pour un boni là, ou autre, là. C'est vraiment qu'il y a un manque d'urbanisme en Ontario, comme j'ai mentionné dans le rapport. À un certain point, on m'a fait la mention que la Ville d'Ottawa en recrutait 27. Suite au changement au niveau du Planning Act. Donc, la municipalité de Champlain, pour compétitionner contre la Ville d'Ottawa, là, c'est pratiquement impossible. Donc, c'est pour ça que j'ai demandé à 2 firmes qui recrutent à la grandeur du Canada pour essayer d'aller chercher des candidats à l'extérieur de l'Ontario, malheureusement, puisque la réalité est différente dans d'autres provinces. Si on donnerait ça à un headhunter, par exemple, de Ottawa, il recrute probablement pour la ville d'Ottawa, puis des municipalités alentours, là,
Peut-être que notre avantage, le seul qu'on a, c'est qu'on n'est pas à Ottawa. Alors, pour ceux qui aiment la campagne, ça va les attirer. Merci, ça répond à ma question, M. le maire.
Merci, M. Miner. Autre question? Any other questions? Mme Clément?
T'as-tu recruté dans le bout de Timmins, puis ça, là, dans ce bout-là? Que ça serait francophone aussi, là, ça serait bilingue. Si tu t'en vas vers London, Guelph, puis ça, hein, les risques, ça va être juste anglais. Des fois, c'est un petit peu plus difficile, mais c'est pas grave. C'est pas la fin du monde. Mais dans le bout, plus au nord, Fouliette, tout ça, dans ce bout-là.
on n'a pas mis des annonces spécifiquement à ces endroits-là, mais on l'a mis dans sur les plateformes là, que vous voyez dans le rapport. Mais on est en train de revoir avec la spécialiste aux communications là, sur quel réseau qu'on va le mettre. Là. Ça va être, on va rajouter Job Illico, Indeed, LinkedIn, puis quelques autres. Naturellement, on veut rejoindre des communautés là, où il y a du bilinguisme là, pour trouver notre candidat bilingue.
Merci, Mme Clément. Autre question? Commentaire? Donc, est-ce que le Conseil est d'accord et favorable avec l'option 1, avec la recommandation d'aller avec la firme Gallagher pour un recrutement d'un urbaniste? Are we all in favor? I will read the resolution in regards to. Be it resolved that Administration Report ADM-2023-07 dated November 16, 2023 regarding the recruitment agency for the senior planner position be received and Council approve the recommendation to deviate from the procurement policy and authorize the CAO to sign a contract with Gallagher for the recruitment of a senior planner. Mover and seconder, Madame Bigelow. Second by Monsieur Lalonde. All those in favor? Against? Carried. 7.3.3, council meeting schedule for 2024. There was some discussion in regards to a date change for the schedule and an hour change for the committee of the whole. The date change for the regular council meeting was defeated, but it's coming back this evening because we know that Mr. Barton has 3 dates that he can't be present. My recommendation to council would be to keep January 25th as is because of Roma. February 22nd to change to the Wednesday or the Tuesday. I'll let council decide. And for November 28th, it's quite far. It's a year in advance. Maybe by luck, Mr. Barton could swing something on the 28th, or we could decide something in September if we need to change that date. Would that work with you, Mr. Barton? That would be fair? Okay. And at the committee of the whole, these are if required. I would ask the council to change the January 11th meeting, if there is one. Le 11. That's a Thursday. It would have to go the following Tuesday. Size 16th. January 16th, if needed, and the hour change to 5 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock for the committee of the whole. Madame Collard?
Est-ce qu'on a décidé le 20 ou le 21 pour février? Ah, OK.
That's going to be open for discussion after I go through the list. Okay. So, is council okay with what's being proposed? Okay. Now, my other question is we're going to go back to February 22nd. So, it's either the Tuesday, the 20th, or the Wednesday, the 21st. Whatever council would wish to decide. Madame Clément.
Si je peux recommander le mardi, s'il vous plaît.
Is council okay with the Tuesday of February 20th? That would be regular council meeting. Mr. Barton, it's good? All good with everybody? Noted? Okay. Let me go back to the resolution. So be it resolved that the council meeting schedule for 2024 be approved as amended, right? And you will do the proper amendments. All those in favor? Oh no, ça me prend un proposeur appuyeur. Sorry. Mover and seconder. Madame Bigelow, seconded by Mr. Barton. All those in favor? Against? Carried. 7.4, Finance. 7.4.1, Accounts. Be it resolved that the accounts paid as presented by the Treasurer on November 23rd, 2023 be received and filed. Mover and seconder. Madame Clément, seconded by Madame Bigelow. Any questions on the accounts? Seeing none, all those in favor? Against? Carried. Fire Department, 7.5.1, Fire Monthly Report, October 2023. Be it resolved that the monthly Fire Department report for October 2023 be submitted by the Director of Fire Services, be received and filed. Mover and a seconder. Madame Bigelow, seconded by Mr. Barton. Questions on the report? Seeing none, all those in favor? Against? Carried. Parks and Rec. 7.6.1, Recreation Monthly Report for October 2023. Be it resolved that the monthly Parks and Recreation Department report for October 2023, as submitted by the Director of Parks and Recreation, be received and filed. Proposeur appuyeur, Madame Clément, appuyé de Monsieur Minor. Any questions, discussions? Before I go, I would like to ask Madame Collard if she has something to add in regards to her report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The administration would like to advise council that there's a slight change to the Christmas parade route this year. Community parades are a lot of fun, but they're often hectic, and there's a lot of moving parts involved. We consider a lot of different angles before making decisions, and I want to state a few quick points about how the 2023 parade route was ultimately chosen. As per an email that we received from a representative of our local OPP detachment, a provincial decision was made to no longer offer paid duty for community parades. Our local detachment stated that they were willing to work with us only for this year, but there were no guarantees that officers would be available, and then we would have to find alternative solutions. We decided to plan a parade route that did not require OPP presence to eliminate a chance that we might be scrambling to find an alternative last minute if there were any changes to OPP schedules. In general, it is safer for us to avoid the 34 highway anyways. I cannot stress enough that we very much appreciate all the help that OPP has been to us in the past for community events, and we completely understand the strain on their workforce and the requirement to focus on emergency needs. The communications coordinator also advised another community organization that also hosts an annual parade to give them a quick heads up about the notice that we received from OPP and advise them to communicate with the OPP detachment to find a solution for their event next summer. Home Avenue, in front of the Saint Grégoire Elementary School, was chosen as the end point of the parade because the school has agreed to let us use their property to have a safe place for participants to wait for their parents or other carpool arrangements to come get them once the parade is finished. The Van Cleek Arena is not a suitable location to start a parade during the ice season, unfortunately. We also have a craft fair that evening, so there's going to be a lot of traffic on that side of town. The parade planning group works very hard to make sure that the event is safe and enjoyable for everyone involved, and we can't wait for the community to enjoy it next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Collard. Any questions? Christmas parade are fun. Thank you for all the comments on social media. Was appreciated. Now we'll go to the vote. All those in favor? Those against? Carried. Public Works, 7.7.1, Public Work Monthly Report for October 2023. Be it resolved that the monthly Public Works Department report for October 2023, as submitted by the Director of Public Works, be received and filed. I'll need a mover and a seconder. Madame Bigelow, seconded by Mr. Barton. Any questions? All those in favor? Against? Carried. 7.7.2, Public Work Report PWD-2023-19, L'Orignal Standpipe, the recoating project. There are two attachments. Lots of good information. Hopefully, we don't leave money on the table. Grants are hard to get. Nice to save money. I'll read the resolution, and then we'll go to the questions. Be it resolved that Public Works, a report number PWD-2023-19, dated November 17, 2023, regarding the L'Orignal Standpipe recoating project budget, be received and Council approve the recommendation to increase the 2023 capital budget for the recoating of the Lorgnal standpipe for a total of $1,850,000, of which $740,000 will be provided via a federal grant and $616,605 from the provincial grant from the ICIP Green Stream Program, and the remaining costs be financed by a debt. And be it further resolved that Council award the contract based on option 1 in the EVB engineering memo dated November 17, 2023 to Landmark Municipal Services as follow. Option 1 includes the award of the Lorgnal standpipe recoating project, including all provisions or all provisional items, for a value of $1,439,300. Note the cost for option 1 also includes all engineering, contract administration, and HST non-refundable. And be it further resolved that the logo of the Lorgnal standpipe identify the village of Lorgnal. I'll need a mover and a seconder. This is to award the contract of the standpipe. Mr. Lalonde, seconded by Mr. Minor. Open for discussion. Question? Mr. Lalonde.
La question va être posée à Sébastien. Sébastien, dans le report to council, dans les recommandations, de vous ce que c'est marqué, be it further resolved that, mais le deuxième, c'est marqué be it further resolved that the logo on the Lorgnal standpipe identify the village of Lorgnal. Mais si on va dans la conclusion, c'est marqué qu'on met le logo de Champlain. C'est-tu juste un typo? OK, merci. Fait que, OK, c'est une erreur de typo, c'est une erreur. Lorgnal ne devrait pas être là ou Champlain ne devrait pas être là?
Originalement, on pensait mettre Champlain, mais il y a eu des discussions par après. Puis il y a eu une recommandation de mettre Lorgnal à place. Fait que ça a été manqué de ma part. Ça devrait être écrit Lorgnal.
OK, merci, mais juste un commentaire comme ça. Il y a plusieurs endroits que c'est marqué comme, pour donner un exemple, Clarence Rockland, mais en bas, c'est marqué Rockland. Alfred Plantagenet, mais en bas, c'est marqué Alfred. Fait que je ne sais pas si c'est plus cher, j'imagine, ou on a pas la même, là.
C'est quelque chose qui pourrait être regardé. Je suis pas sûr que ça va... C'est sûr que ça va être plus cher, mais on regarde pour les deux logos à peu près 20 000 comme c'est là. Fait que je suis pas sûr que ça serait énormément plus cher, mais c'est quelque chose qu'on peut regarder. C'est sûr.
Monsieur Barton.
Essentially, Mr. Mayor, that was my question as well about the price change in the logo, so I'm fine, thank you.
Madame Clément.
Merci, Monsieur le maire. On a-tu un tower ici à 20 Kills? C'est
Oui.
quoi qui est écrit dessus? 20 Kills? OK.
Je l'ai jamais vu. Le 20 Kills, c'est-à-dire. La tour, oui, mais pas le 20 Kills.
Is it written? Yeah. On parle d'amalgamation. Moi, ça va être mon point fort, là. C'est bien beau que ce soit le village de Lorgnal, mais j'aimerais aussi identifier que ce soit la municipalité de Champlain. On fait partie d'une communauté à ce temps. On ne fait pas partie d'un petit village ou d'un village ailleurs. Moi, mon point, ça serait à Lorgnal, municipalité de Champlain, si on est capable. Écoutez, là, on va sauver 432 000 sur un budget de 1,8 million. Il y a une possibilité que l'octroi ne le paye pas. But I think at this time we should also include that we are a municipality that promotes Lorgnal and Ventlequille. That would be my recommendation to council. Fair? Fair. Monsieur Minor?
Merci, M. le maire. Je suis d'accord avec ça. En plus, le logo, selon les chiffres qu'on a là, il y a un coût de 20 000 d'après ce que je peux voir. C'est sûr que ce ne sera pas un autre 20 000 pour ajouter un autre nom.
Je m'en retournerai mes mots, mais on ne sait jamais. On sait que les lettres sont chères. Surtout, c'est assez long là, quand on parle de municipalité ou municipality of. Ça peut fuser le 20 000.
Je pensais qu'on parlait de mettre le logo qui inclut le nom Champlain. Alors, je pense pas qu'on soit obligé de mettre une municipalité. C'est pas un individu qui peut appartenir à une tour d'eau, ça, ici, avec la municipalité.
L'orignal Champlain, ça va mal paraître, tant qu'à moi.
Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire, là? Parce que le logo, ça a sorti à la fin, là. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire, premièrement, Condery, pour mettre l'orignal, il faut qu'ils fassent des modifications. On n'a pas le logo, tu sais, comme par exemple l'orignal, puis mettre en dessous Canton de Champlain, municipal, ou Township of Champlain. Donc, on peut, de toute façon, donner le contrat. C'est un item provisionnel, on peut les informer. C'est quelque chose qu'on peut enlever ou jouer avec, là. Qu'est-ce qui est important pour nous, c'est d'octroyer le gros contrat pour que la compagnie puisse s'enligner. Je pense pas que les lettres, ça va être quelque chose qui va les achaler, là, de ma compréhension que j'ai eue avec eux. Puis on peut revenir avec un rapport au conseil, là, une fois qu'on a plus d'infos avec Condery. Puis, essentiellement, c'est ça. C'est que quand on est arrivé pour faire le tender, le seul logo qui était disponible avec le font et tout, c'était celui de Champlain. Donc, c'est lui qui a été mis. Il est plus gros puis plus long que, supposons qu'on mettait juste l'orignal. Donc, on savait qu'on était pour couvrir la grande partie des coûts de cette façon-là. On peut revenir avec un rapport en janvier, là.
Parfait. Ça marche avec moi. Ça marche avec le conseil. Mon autre question concernait le 432 000 là, qui flotte encore dans les airs. Si on regarde l'octroi, on parle de 73,33 73,33 sur 432 000, on parle de 316 000. Ça ne me tente pas de perdre cet argent-là pour un investissement de 115 000 de la municipalité. Est-ce qu'il y a de quoi sur la tour qu'on peut regarder? Y a-t-il des moteurs en dedans qu'il faudrait changer? Est-ce qu'il y a de quoi qu'il faudrait? Parce que cet argent-là, elle va disparaître et on ne l'aura plus jamais payé dur à aller chercher.
Fait qu'une des choses qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on regarde avec Aqua afin de voir s'il y a des parties à l'intérieur du booster station, à côté de la tour, qui pourraient être inclus, qui auraient besoin d'être changés dans le futur assez immédiat. Fait qu'on ferait probablement le changement un petit peu plus tôt que prévu, mais ça l'éviterait de perdre cet argent-là. Fait qu'on va regarder à ça.
Mais je ne pense pas que ça va coûter 432 000 ce projet-là. Là. Tu sais, si on parle de 50 000, là, c'est à peu près tout, 60 000. Il reste encore 360 000 qui va flotter. Il n'y a pas moyen d'essayer de... Il n'y a pas une place ailleurs où on peut le passer ou l'inclure. On a un autre tower là, à Ventlekill. Là. Je comprends que ce n'est pas la même application, mais il reste que ça fait partie d'un tower. Là. Y a-t-il un moteur à Ventlekill qu'on peut aller chercher ou remplacer?
Non. C'est une bonne question. C'est sûr qu'on ne veut pas laisser de l'argent sur la table. Premièrement, on va attendre le rapport d'Aqua. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire dans le scope of work de la subvention? La subvention, je crois, de mémoire, c'est 2026-2028 qu'on a pour la dépenser. Donc, essentiellement, si on ne rapporte pas qu'on a fait notre final completion sur la tour d'eau, cet argent-là va rester là pour un certain temps. Donc, on a du temps avec Aqua pour revoir le scope of work. Puis, à la limite, la province, ça a déjà arrivé, ils ont accepté des modifications au scope of work. Puis, on a pu entrer plus de dépenses ou autres, là. Donc, c'est quelque chose qu'on va travailler dessus dans un avenir rapproché. Les tenders, on les a ouverts la semaine dernière, là, puis on ne s'attendait pas à ce que ça soit aussi bon.
OK, merci. Autre question, commentaire? Seeing none, all those in... Madame Collard?
Mr. Mayor, are we removing the last, be it further resolved, and we'll take care of the logo in January? Or are we leaving that as is?
Well, I think we should leave the logo in, whether it's L'Orignal or not, or Village of L'Orignal. I think they're going to come back. It's up to council. I mean, we're looking to award the contract this evening. Will the logo be an issue? I don't think. I think council will all want it, whether it's in or not. C'est important pour donner le contrat, soit.
Non, c'est qu'il y a 2 be it further resolve. On laisserait tomber le dernier. Puis, dans le premier, on dit option 1, puis option 1, qu'on prend le logo. C'est juste qu'on vient pas dire qu'est-ce que ça va être comme logo.
OK. Donc, mover and seconder, you okay if we remove the be it further resolve?
J'ai pas de mover
Il y
and
avait
seconder.
Michel Lalonde, puis il y avait M. Miner.
Okay.
That's who they were. We're good? Okay, so last line will be removed. All those in favor? Against? Carried. 7.7.3, Public Work Report, PWD-2023-20, Aqua Operational Plan 2021-12-02. There are also 2 reports in regards to this item. And be it resolved that Public Works Report number PWD-2023-20, dated November 23, 2023, regarding the Aqua Operational Plan for the Township of Champlain, dated December 2nd, 2021, be received, and be it further resolved that Council endorses and commit to the Ontario Clean Water Agency Operational Plan, dated December 2nd, 2021, for the Champlain drinking water system as per the Drinking Water Quality Management Standards as presented to Council on November 23rd, 2023. And be it further resolved that Council authorizes the Mayor and the Director of Public Works to sign the commitment statement of the Aqua's operational plan dated December 2nd, 2021. Mover and seconder, Madame Clement, seconded by Madame Bigelow. Any questions? All those in favor? Against? Carried. Building Department, monthly report for October 2023, item number 7.8.1, be it resolved that the monthly Building Department report for October 2023, as submitted by the Chief Building Official, be received and filed. Proposal appuyeur, mover seconder. Mr. Miner, seconded by Mr. Lalonde. Any questions in regards to the report? Seeing none, all those in favor? Against? Carried. Bylaw enforcement, 7.9.1. Bylaw enforcement report for October 2023. Be it resolved that the monthly Bylaw Enforcement Department report for October 2023, as submitted by the Bylaw Enforcement Officer, be received and filed. Mover and seconder, proposeur appuyeur, Madame Bigelow, seconded by Mr. Barton. Any questions? Seeing none, all those in favor? Against? Carried. Communication and Community Development, monthly report for October 2023. Be it resolved that the monthly Communications and the Community Development report for October 2023, as submitted by the Communication Specialist, be received and filed. Proposeur appuyeur, mover and seconder, Madame Clément, seconded by Monsieur Lalonde. Questions? Comments? All those in favor? Against? Carried. 7.11.1 Daycare Services Monthly Report, October 2023. Be it resolved that the monthly Daycare Services report for October 2023, as submitted by the Director of Daycare Services, be received and filed. Mover and seconder, Madame Bigelow, seconded by Mr. Miner. Any questions on the Daycare Services report? Seeing none, all those in favor? Against? Carry. Drainage, 7.12.1 monthly report for October 2023. Be it resolved that the report for the month of October, as submitted by the Drainage Superintendent, be received and filed. Proposeur appuyeur, M. Miner, seconded by Mme Bigelow. Questions? Questions? M. Miner.
Mill Creek Project, pas de gros problèmes à date ou?
Il y a eu des retards. Je pense ça a pris un peu plus de temps qu'on s'attendait cette année, surtout dans le village de L'Orignal, parce qu'il y a eu beaucoup de discussions avec des particuliers, homeowners, mais ça commence à avancer beaucoup mieux en ce moment. Puis je sais qu'il y a eu une petite section où il y a eu des glissements qui sont arrivés après que les travaux aient été faits, qui ont été obligés de refaire une partie. Puis ils sont pas sûrs si cette partie-là risque de causer des problèmes. On va le savoir dans la prochaine année. Là. Mais à part ça, non, ça va bien.
Merci.
Merci, M. Minor. Autre question, commentaire? All those in favor? Against? Carried. 7.13.1 Water Sewer Ontario Clean Water Agency Quarterly Report Card Q3-2023. Be it resolved that the Quarterly Operations Report Card from Aqua for the Township of Champlain Water and Wastewater Treatment Facilities for the third quarter 2023 be received and filed. Proposeur, appuyeur, M. Minor, seconded by Mme Clément. Question? Any questions on the report? M. Minor.
Merci, M. le maire. Peut-être que je vais pogner une chose, mais AWQI, ça veut dire quoi? Parce qu'on a un X rouge en septembre. Dans Drinking Water, c'est là. Le deuxième item.
Je vais être obligé de m'informer, j'ai un blanc. Désolé. Je vais être obligé de m'informer, j'ai un blanc.
Pas de problème. Merci.
Merci, M. Minor. Autre question? Commentaire? All those in favor? Against? Carried. 8, Committee of the Whole, aucune. On s'en va à l'item 8.3, Library Board. 8.3.1, Library Monthly Report for October 2023. Be it resolved that the Champlain Township Public Library Report for October 2023, as submitted by the chairperson and the head librarian, be received and filed. Proposeur appuyeur, Mr. Barton, seconded by Mme Clément. Question, M. Barton.
Just a comment, Mr. Mayor, that the library is again doing their Book on Every Bed campaign. That's a fantastic thing in our community, and I encourage everybody to support and participate.
Madame Martin, for the few times.
Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, we are still in need of many books. We had a big demand this year. The food banks are having a big demand this year, and it's really important to spread the gift of reading to children and to get them encouraged about learning. It's a very deserving group of kids, so if anybody listening, watching at home, wants to give a book to a child in need, they just have to call the library. Thank you.
Thank you, Mme Martin. Thank you, Mr. Barton. Any comments, Mme Clément?
Merci, M. le maire. Il y avait aussi la demande pour des livres en français. Merci.
Oui, beaucoup. On a 19 enfants en français qui ont besoin.
Merci beaucoup. Any other comments, questions? All those in favor? Against? Carried. 8.4, Prescott Russell Recreational Trail Committee, report for October 2023 on their October 25th meeting. Be it resolved that the committee member report of the Prescott Russell Recreational Trail Committee meeting of October 25th, 2023 be received and filed. Proposeur, mover, seconder, Mr. Minor, seconded by Mme Bigelow. Question, questions, comments? Seeing none, all those in favor? Against? Carried. Item number 11, adoption of minutes. Consented. We will report on 11.1 minutes of the regular meeting of October 26, 2023, and 11.2 the minutes of the Committee of the Whole November 9, 2023. Be it resolved that Council approve the minutes of the following meetings. Regular meeting of October 26, 2023, and the Committee of the Whole meeting of November 9, 2023 as presented. I'll need a mover and seconder. Madame Clément, seconded by Monsieur Lalonde. Any questions, comments? All those in favor? Against? Carried. Bylaws. 12.1, bylaw number 2023-71. Amendment to bylaw 2008-41, water and sewage fees. Be it resolved that 3 readings and final passage be granted bylaw number 2023-72, being a bylaw to impose a fee or charge on properties to fund the construction of a new wastewater treatment facility for the community of L'Orignal. Mover and seconder to bring the bylaw forward. Monsieur Lalonde, seconded by Monsieur Minor. Read the first time. All those in favor? Read a second time. All those in favor? Read the third time. All those in favor? Carried. Bylaw number 12.2. Bylaw number 2023-73. Salaries and remuneration for the non-unionized employees of the fire department. There are two attachments. Be resolved that 3 readings and final passage be granted. Bylaw number 2023-73, being a bylaw to establish the salaries and the remuneration of non-unionized members of the fire department of the Corporation of the Township of Champlain. Moved by, proposé, Madame Bigelow, seconded by, appuyé de Madame Clément. Read the first time, all those in favor? Read the second time, all those in favor? Read the third time, all those in favor? Carried. Bylaw number 2023-74, amendment to user fees, bylaw number 2021-79. Be resolved that 3 readings and final passage be granted. Bylaw number 2023-74, being a bylaw to consolidate and amend the fees and charge levied by the municipality. Mover and seconder. Madame Bigelow, seconded by Monsieur Minor. Pardon. Madame Tovette.
Merci. Bonsoir, Monsieur le maire, les membres du conseil. Je tenais juste à noter que entre le rapport puis le bylaw, on a fait des petites modifications, notamment à la table numéro 3 pour le département des incendies. On a fait un changement aux frais amendés de 2025 pour les permis de feu 7 jours qui passent sur le rapport original était 15 $ et puis qu'on recommande ou qu'on a changé le bylaw à 18 $. Et puis le deuxième changement, c'était l'ajout au tableau 12 pour les frais de...
Consultation fee.
Oui, on a ajouté les consultation fee on development applications pour les site plan agreements, subdivision and plan of condominium, official plan amendments and zoning bylaw amendments. Essentiellement pour l'année 2024 et 2025, c'est pour couvrir les frais d'ingénierie et les frais d'experts.
Vous parlez de tout le tableau? Item à table 12, juste une ligne spécifique?
Une ligne, la dernière ligne au tableau, elle a été ajoutée.
La dernière ligne, Consultation Fees on Development Applications. C'est ça? T'as pas de mot, hein?
Oui, c'est exact. C'est simplement parce qu'on avait été informé suite à la rencontre du Committee of the Whole de ce que M. Rivet était pour apporter au niveau des Consultation Fee on Development Application. Donc, ce qui a été présenté tantôt par M. Rivet est maintenant incorporé dans nos frais, dans nos user fees. On n'a pas de frais en tant que tel, comme un frais minimum de 1 000 $ pour le consultation fee, mais puisque la révision du dossier va maintenant avoir lieu avant que l'application soit considérée comme complétée, on se retrouvait dans une situation où si on n'approuve pas ça, on ne peut pas facturer les frais d'ingénierie pour les peer review, etc. Donc, c'est essentiellement pour ça qu'on l'apporte.
On s'en va à table 3. I have a question. Tu parles de 2024 qui monte de 15 à 18 ou bien 2025 qui s'en va à 18?
2025 seulement. 2024 demeure à 15 $.
C'était déjà écrit de même dans notre rapport.
Dans le rapport original?
2024, 15 piastres, 2025, 18.
C'est exact. Il est écrit comme ça dans le règlement, mais dans le rapport au Committee of the Whole, c'était 15 $ qui figurait. Donc, c'est juste pour démontrer qu'on vous l'a mentionné.
Very good. Merci beaucoup. Merci, Mme Tovette. All on the same page? Got it all? J'ai un proposeur et un appuyeur, hein, right, Mme Collard? All right. Read the first time, all those in favor? Read the second time, all those in favor? Read the third time, all those in favor? Carried. Item number 12.4, bylaw number 2023-75. The lease with the Higginson Tower Committee. Bylaw being brought forward, be it resolved that 3 readings and final passage be granted bylaw number 2023-77, being a bylaw authorizing the entering into a 5-year lease agreement with the Higginson Tower Committee. Proposal appuyeur, M. Minor, seconded by Mme Clement. Read the first time, all those in favor. Read the second time, all those in favor. Read the third time, all those in favor. Carried. If I need to vote, I'm in favor also, to make it quorum, just in case. You are welcome back. (12.5) Bylaw number 2023-76, salaries and remuneration of the township employees. Be it resolved that 3 readings and final passage be granted bylaw number 2023-76, being a bylaw to fix the annual salaries and remuneration of employees of the Corporation of the Township of Champlain. Proposer, mover, seconder. Madame Bigelow, seconded by Monsieur Lalonde. Read the first time, all those in favor? Against? There are none because we discussed this in closed meeting. All those in favor? Read the first time, sorry. Read the second time, all those in favor. Read the third time, all those in favor. Carried. Correspondence, none at item number 13. We're going to item number 14, correspondence for support resolution. Letter from Enbridge Gas, Inc. Natural gas expansion, a program consultation. I strongly recommend that we support. Mover, seconder. Mr. Barton, seconded by Madame Clement. Whereas the Enbridge Gas has shared with Champlain Township key messages regarding the Ontario Energy Board, leave to construct, known under the acronym of LTC, process, entitled Reducing Red Tape for More Cost-Effective, Timely Energy Connections in Ontario. And whereas Champlain Township Council supports and wishes to endorse the recommendations put forward by Enbridge Gas in order to expedite the installation of natural gas to rural, remote, or underserved communities such as Champlain Township. Now, there be it resolved that Champlain Township petitions the Ontario government to expedite the implementation of the following recommendations. That the Government of Ontario move to modernize the Ontario Energy Board, known under the increment of OEB, leave to construct LTC, process for smaller pipelines project in order to bring a reliable, affordable energy options to communities, home and businesses in more cost-effective and timely manner. And that the LTC cost their threshold be updated from 2 million to 10 million from hydrocarbon lines by amending Ontario Regulations, Ontario Regulation 328/3, that's the section, while maintaining current requirements and expectation from Indigenous consultation and environmental review for project greater than 2 million or less than 10 million. And that these outdated regulations are causing the LTC to apply far more broadly than intended when it was established over 20 years ago due to increased regulatory and cost pressures, as well as inflation. Virtually all gas pipeline projects are now greater than 2 million, rendering the threshold meaningless. And that roughly half a kilometer or 0.5 kilometer pipe in urban settings now often exceeds a $2 million threshold. And that modernizing these outdated regulations would reduce delay and cost for economic development initiatives, including transit projects, community expansion projects, housing development, connections for low carbon fuel blending, example, renewable natural gas, hydrogen, as well as residential and business customer connections. And that, it's a long one. I want to read it. Oh my God, ça finit plus. I want to read it because a lot of people are questioning why Enbridge is not moving or they're very slow. This is the reason why. It's cost a fortune, and this is a good reason why this township will support Enbridge Gas. And that based on EOB performance standard, this proposal would save approximately 5 to 7 months of regulatory process, which is in addition to the time needed to undertake indigenous consultation and environmental review and prepare an application to the OMB. And that the cost of preparing and having a LTC application heard range from approximately roughly $50,000 to roughly $200,000, which is passed on to customers. And that while no cost-based threshold exists for electricity lines, there are a range of exemptions ensuring that LTC is only required for significant electricity projects, and the proposed changes would help ensure that, consistent with electricity project, LTC for hydrocarbons lines would only be required for a significant project, and that increasing the cost threshold to $10 million would closer align Ontario with other Canadian jurisdictions. Example, BC. These thresholds are at $15 million for electricity and $20 million for natural gas. Be it further resolved that this resolution be circulated to the President of AMO, Colin Best, Premier Doug Ford, the Minister of Energy, Todd Smith, the Minister of Finance, Peter Bethlen-Falvey, and all regional municipalities requesting support of the proposed change regarding reducing red tape for more cost-effective, timely energy connections in Ontario. All those in favor? Thank you. Pas pantoute. Carried. 14.2. Municipality of Wawa, tax credit for volunteer firefighters. Strongly recommend we support this also. Mr. Barton. Seconded by Mr. Minor. There we go. Be it resolved that we support the request of Municipality of Wawa. Thank you very much. All those in favor? Against? Carried. 14.3, Municipality of Wawa, amendments to the Legislation Act 2006, digital publication. This is in regards to newspapers. The municipality need to advertise, whether it's a meeting, whether it's a land sale, whether it's whatever. The Ontario needs to change their policy in regards to recognizing that digital is now. If Madame Collard wants to specify if I'm right or wrong, you may do so.
Yes, that's correct. It's just an outdated definition of newspaper in the Legislation Act, which refers to paper newspapers, and we'd like to be able to, or municipalities in general, particularly those in the north, would like to have the liberty to advertise or put notices in digital newspapers.
We should support also. Mr. Minor, seconded by Mr. Barton. All those in favor? Against? Carried. Boy, it's reading night tonight, I'm telling you. 15.1, correspondence, Maison Interlude House, White Ribbon Campaign. I have a statement to read. It's not that long. November 25 to December 10th are known as the 16 days of activists against gender violence. These days of activism are celebrated across Canada and include the National Day of Remembrance and Action on Violence Against Women. On December 6th, as a sad reminder of the École Polytechnique de Montréal massacre, in which 14 young women lost their lives. Cette année, Maison Interlude House a contacté les différents conseils municipaux de Prescott et Russell dans le but de les inviter à prendre part à la campagne de sensibilisation du ruban blanc pour participer aux 16 jours d'activisme. La campagne du ruban blanc est le plus grand mouvement mondial d'hommes et de garçons qui vise à mettre fin à la violence contre les femmes et les filles, ainsi qu'à promouvoir l'égalité des genres, des relations saines et une nouvelle vision de la masculinité. Le port du ruban blanc est un geste qui témoigne du soutien des hommes envers la lutte contre le sexisme et la violence faite aux femmes et aux filles. Thus, it is with great pride that our male elected officials and male senior staff members are wearing the white ribbon tonight. Several other municipalities have also followed suit, along with many community partners in support of this campaign. From November 25th to December 10th, you may see men proudly wearing the ribbon. Violence against women is a social problem that does not spare our counties. Maison Interlude House helps over 500 women in Eastern Ontario each year. Les hommes doivent faire partie de la solution et, en portant ce ruban, les élus et les employés du canton de Champlain démontrent leur soutien et leur solidarité à la lutte contre la violence basée sur le genre. Je demanderai à chaque homme de venir s'installer à l'avant pour une photo pour qu'on puisse montrer notre support envers la Maison Interlude et leurs demandes. Merci, messieurs. Thank you so much. Moving on to item number 16, question period. At this time, I'd ask the public if there's any question in regards to tonight's meeting to come forward and ask their questions. No questions? Announcement number 17. Any member of council that would wish to make an announcement in regards to events that are coming up soon in our township? No? December 1st, parade. This is next Friday. Madame Clément?
Merci, Monsieur le maire. La parade le 1er décembre, puis le 3, l'arbre de Noël à l'Orignal. Merci. L'illumination des lumières.
Parfait. Merci beaucoup. Any other events coming up that you know? Noël le 25 décembre?
Puis aussi la chorale de l'amitié à l'Orignal. Je me souviens pas de la date. Je crois que c'est le 16 décembre à 7h30, mais il y a aussi la chorale à l'église à l'Orignal.
Merci beaucoup. In-camera meeting, we've done. Let's go to item number 19, next meeting. Committee of the Whole, date to be confirmed, which would be January 16th, should there be one. We also have our regular council meeting on January 25th, 2024, and special budget meeting will be scheduled, will be announced. Confirming bylaw 2023-77. Be it resolved that 3 reading and final passage be given bylaw number 2023-77. Ah oui, c'est vrai, il était marqué direct là. Being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council at its meeting of November 23rd, 2023. All the dates are wrong. Oh, they're not right on mine. Proposal appuyeur. Monsieur Marner, seconded by Madame Clément. Read the first time, all those in favor? Read the second time, all those in favor? Read the third time, all those in favor? Carried. Ajournement. Proposal appuyeur. Monsieur Lalonde, seconded by Madame Bigelow. All those in favor? Against? Carried. Merci beaucoup. Bonne soirée, and thank you so much, and we'll see you in 2024. Merry Christmas in advance. Wish you the best holidays. Take care.